to another episode of Stoke Meter. We have a pretty big guest today. And by big, I mean he's a big kid, man. Jmond Tapp. How you doing, Jmond?
Yo, what's up? What's up? How you doing?
Jmond, tell us a little bit about yourself. What's going on right now?
Well, as of right now, I've just been locking in because camp coming up. August is like the most important month because it's going into the season.
Right.
So we got to make sure we have our minds straight during August. We got to eliminate all our distractions, like all the like unnecessary stuff that we've been doing, throughout the year. We ain't been doing nothing really, waiting on the ball. You feel me?
Yeah.
So everything going out the window, we starting to focus in, lock in.
Yeah. That's a great point, man. How do you start to get focused in? And the only reason I bring that up is because I know when I'm unfocused, it takes a lot of things to get me back on focus. I just wonder what are those things that get you focused in on the season?
My coach gonna make sure your mind right. For one, that's something that's gonna like mandatory to make it, make it happen. But just knowing, like, just playing ball as you like been playing your whole life, you're gonna know what you've been doing and what you don't need to do and what you need to do. Like that's gonna make you better, and that's gonna like critique your game, the best way it could.
No. When I see people at the top of their game, and right now we're kind of seeing the current version of Jmond and who you are and the focus. And what I'm interested in is take us back through your journey. Like, take us back. How did you end up starting to play ball? Where'd you come from? Like, who are you, man?
See, that's something right there that like many people know. Like I'm too low key. Like not everybody knows about me. I'm too low key, but everybody know me. So it's crazy on that end. But I like to stay low key. I ain't gonna lie to you.
It's kind of hard to stay low key when you what were you, the 77th ranked player in the nation or something like that? You were pretty highly recruited there, right?
Yeah, I was up, but like I wasn't too big. I wasn't trying to be too big, to be honest. Yeah. I wasn't trying to be like no real 5-star recruit and going out and traveling in different states all throughout high school to try to get. I wasn't really into it because it was like I felt like I wanted to ball. Like I knew I just like to play the game, like for the game. Yeah. When the NIL stuff started coming, like this stuff starting to change the game for me too. Like I'm really used to playing the game for the game.
Oh, so man,
like a whole nother level. So at what point, especially with athletes, I'm always curious about where was that point in your life where you're just like, wait a minute, I can do something with football here. Like this could be real.
It's been like that my whole life. Like it was like my mama instilled that in my head. Like I had to go to college, like for sports. That was my mama told me. I'm going to college for sports. It's the only way I'm gonna go to college. So in my head, my whole life, I just been knowing I'm going to college for sports. Like I know I'm gonna go to college, and it's gonna be for sports.
That's awesome.
But you said something there. I know you said it's for sports, but you also when you say you get back into focus. When I was talking to Will, and one of the things that Will was talking about was how focused you were anyway in preparing that stuff. And so here you are right now in college, and you're ready for this season. And of course, you're getting prepped for the NFL. Inevitably, that's one of the things that everyone tries to go for. But you're so hyper focused on what's after the NFL too. How does that keep you moving as well? And what are some of the things that are percolating in the mind? I mean, you got the LinkedIn up. Yeah.
I gotta know what I'm doing when I get older, because I know football is not forever. So me knowing that so young it's an advantage to me because I know that I gotta like find something that I'm gonna want to do for the rest of my life that's gonna have me like that's gonna make me have the consistent income for my
Right.
family.
Right.
So I'm gonna have to find out what I love to do, like at least something I love to do. Cause I don't want to be somebody that's doing something they don't love for like the rest of their life, you know. Cause
Yeah.
football over, and I've been seeing that all my life. So
Yeah.
I know that it's like now since I got football, I've been knowing I'm gonna do all my life. So while I'm doing this all my life, I can find out like what I want to. I mean, I got goals, but like it's like basic regular goals to achieve because you gotta start somewhere, you know.
No, I'm excited about that because you're taking proactive approach to preparing for that future, which is, man, it's such a big deal. And was it Jason Brown we were talking to, Gary? I
Yep.
can't
Yep.
remember, right? That was him. And
Mhm.
do you know who Jason Brown is there, Jmond?
Never heard.
So Jason Brown he was the highest paid lineman or center in the NFL, and he was for the Ravens, and he got this thought: I got to start a farm, man, and I've got to give all the food to other people, that kind of thing, like that, and
Yeah.
he just made it happen. It just when you hear his story, it just gets me amped. And so I'm seeing kind of, and it kind of reminds me of a young Jason here, man. Right? When you say that, Garrett, it's just, I'm
Oh,
seeing a little bit
totally.
of that.
Yeah. Well, the thing that I
I
think
had
is
to
cool.
go
Oh, go ahead.
I had took a trip to Guatemala in May.
What? No,
Yeah, service trip.
what? Holy smoly, what did you do down there, man?
We built the basketball court for the community.
Oh, that's
Like
awesome.
80,000 feet in the altitude, 80,000 altitude.
Where was that at?
Guatemala.
Dude, that's so
I,
cool, man.
I don't know. I forgot like the name of the city in Guatemala, but it's like a little community, 300 people in the community.
How did that happen? Who did you do
Yeah,
that
man.
to? You don't
I
just
had
end
talked
up
to
in
my
Guatemala
academic
making a
advisor.
basketball team.
My academic advisor had told me about it. I was like, yes, indeed. Of course. Of course. Yes. Free trip. Yes. I'm going. Out the country. Yes, indeed. No
That's
doubt.
Doing good
cool.
stuff too.
It is cool because I have friends that they do service missions down there like twice a year. And I gotta ask you, man, when they first saw you, I mean, you're a big dude. What was that like?
They was happy, like they was speechless. They knew what we was coming for. They just was so happy that we was coming to build a basketball court for them. Like as the trip went on and towards the end of the trip, I'm starting to actually realize like I built a basketball court for this community.
Yeah.
Like this is something that's like say if I was at home and it don't have no basketball court where I'm from, and somebody just come build a basketball court for me, like that's something that you can't forget.
Oh yeah. Man, talk about something incredibly meaningful. That just wow.
Yeah, I know it touched me more than I thought it would.
Yeah.
Yeah. I tell you what, man, you got to be careful with stuff like that. I did some, oh, geez, been a while now, but I did some medical volunteering in Nicaragua, and it changed my life. I mean, it changed the course of my life. And so,
it changed your life.
oh, totally, man. So I think it's great. I mean, there's nothing like getting out of your space into a different world of different people.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? And
right,
doing
right.
some volunteer work, man. Keep
It's like
that
a
up.
whole new world. It's like a
It
whole new
is.
world out there, man.
Oh
I
man.
know.
That they had to have been all over you though, man. They had to have been just like, we got to go see Jmond over there. We got to go hang out with Jmond over there, right?
Hey, it's all for the kids. It's
Oh,
all
Yep.
for the kids. The
That's
kids was the most
that's the
important
good
part.
stuff right there, man. That's the good stuff.
That's the
yeah.
most important part. Kids is where it's at. They're the future.
Yeah, yeah, they are indeed. Just so being with all those kids and that volunteer work, what are some of the lessons that you learned that you think everyone should learn from
I
that
think
experience?
everybody should learn to cherish everything you have. Be grateful for what you got, because some people are not like raised and born into the things that you have.
Yeah,
Some things that you have are so valuable compared to others, and you don't even understand how valuable it is to you. You know, some people really come from nothing. You just
yeah.
gotta be grateful for what you got. That's something I say for sure. Something I learned when I was up
D-
The
that-
it reminds me of my trips. I remember we'd go down for, like 10 days at a time. And, I was with some guys that were doing surgeries and stuff. And
there.
you're in these little humble villages. And then you come home and people are griping about garbage cans in the driveway,
yeah.
you know? I'm like, these people they have to go walk 10 miles just to get wood to cook their dinner, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
You hit the nail on the head, man. We really, many times, without even knowing it, take so much for granted. I'm glad you said that. I really appreciate that.
That's facts, bro. I
Yeah.
know, and you really take so much for granted because you be so caught up into it. Like you
Yep.
be so caught up in the moment in it. It's like once it's gone, that's the only way you gonna. That's the only way you gonna remember like what you really had when it's gone. But when you in the moment, you ain't gonna really remember because it's just in the moment. You caught up in it.
Yeah. So that makes me wonder,
You gotta
Jmond.
be mindful.
Yeah, you're a high profile position as a football player. People are always looking at you, going, "Man, you're amazing." How do you how do you stay humble? Because you just put
Oh
off
yeah.
these humble vibes, man.
That that's a
How do you
that's a
keep that?
fantastic question, Gare. Holy moly. Yes.
I say my mama. I ain't gonna lie. My mama the one that probably made me like this because she raised me to be like this. To be honest, like I see what y'all saying, but I don't because it's kind of who I am.
I
So
love
like,
In your
uh,
DNA, huh?
yeah, I say my mama. Shout out to my mom.
Your
you
mom
gotta
sounds like an incredible person.
gotta give her a high five, man. That is just to hear that kind of stuff is it's fantastic when we learn that kind of good stuff from the parents and then it's passed out generations. But now you pass it to people in Guatemala, and I'm sure if I was talking to Coach Sarkeesian or anyone else over there, they'd probably say about the same thing, right?
Yes, sir. Cause sorry.
Well, one of the questions is, as you prepare for the future there, of course, the immediate future is this season, but what are some of the things that you'd need help with? Some of the things that help you see some other avenues that you can prepare for in the future and so on and so forth, because good grief, there's so many people that we're all connected with. Might as well utilize some of those things to help each other, right?
So what's you asking? What's something that'll help me along the way?
What are some of the things that you would need in order to or the type of people that you'd want to be connected with in order to help prepare for that kind of future?
I want to be around positive thinking people, people that want to motivate and strive forward. Really chase that money. That's all I really want. That's all
Yeah,
you need. Chase that money, man. It's the
yeah,
bag. That's the biggest motivation to me. I ain't gonna lie.
yeah, yeah.
Because I need to provide for my family when I get older. That's really my biggest motivation.
Gotcha,
That's why I'm trying to get to the league for one.
gotcha. No, that makes
I say I don't want to burn no bridges with nobody. Don't burn
mm,
no bridges for sure, because I know, like, you never know who you're gonna need. Like, it
yeah,
could be a homeless person, probably be a million, and 2 weeks later. I say, build a lot of connections. Have as many connections as you can while you can, because if you have a lot of connections, you're gonna have a lot of options to choose from. You have more stuff that you'll be able to like be open to do if
yeah,
you the more people you meet. I got some people I got some people that I know right now that like if I was back home, I wouldn't even look at these type of people, you know?
Yeah.
But like, I know I'm in college too, so I gotta open up my mind, open up, my world to new experiences and stuff, see other cultures and everything too.
Man, I'm listening to you right now, and you're the wisdom you're conveying. There's a lot of things I've learned in the last couple of days that people have been telling me to do over and over again. But some of the things you just said there, so simple, but so impactful. I
I
mean,
know.
right? For instance, open your mind. How many people want to stick to where they're at and not even learn about what's out there and how it can make us better? And then also don't burn the bridges. I mean, it seems like the world is in a constant state of burning bridges right now. And just to hear that coming from you, it means a lot, man.
That's crazy.
Man, oh man.
Well, so it sounds, one thing I want to ask is, you talk about, connecting with people, and you brought up your mom multiple times, which she sounds like an absolutely amazing lady. Who else has been important to you, whether it be, a mentor or somebody that you've connected with in your life that's been important in your journey?
I mean, in my journey, to be honest, I ain't never gonna fake it to y'all. I say my girl is like one of my most important things. Just like the person that keeps my head on, like second close to my mama, to be honest.
Yeah.
To be honest,
that's a big honor. That's a big honor.
I know. I know. I need to keep it that way. But yeah, bro, as long as I got her in my corner, she gonna make sure my mind's straight. She know what I'm aiming for. She know what I want in life. Like she all about me, But she knows she got her own life and she got to do her stuff too. But she all about me, for sure. For sure. That's like my second mama, bro.
That's what
it's crazy. It's like my second mama. I can't let that go.
No,
not even close. Well, I'm just, it's always good to hear individuals that are preparing not only for the future, but just becoming a good individual, right? And just, it's obvious why Will recommended we speak to you, because you have this humble manner about you. And when I mean humble, it's not a pushover or anything like that. It's, you're willing to constantly learn from other individuals, and to learn not only from people that you like, but it sounds like even from people you don't like, right? It's just, get on your nerves.
You hit it on that one. You hit it on that one.
Well, I think sometimes we look at being humble as being weak. And that is absolutely, you've got this amazing balance of being humble, but yet incredibly driven. Yes. But you're not going to run over people to get where you want to go. You're going to bring people with you along the way. And
hey, that's something that you just made me see. Like, that's because, like in the football world, I could just throw people away or bring people with me, Especially teammates. I can do that with teammates too. So like that's something that you really can me see that I do. I really do bring people with me instead of throwing on the side.
Man, there's a ton of different things that come to mind here. I'm wondering if we almost follow you through the season, just go, let's do a check-in here, man. You can be like the first series of where's Jmond, man.
That would be cool. I'd love to follow you and see how things progress, man. I don't know. You have
might have a better background, better scenery.
Hey, we're all over that. But it would be just the journey that you're about to get into and embark on. What a dorky word, but embark on. It's exciting, man. It's exciting, but it'll be fun to to see that journey. I mean, is that something you think you'd want to do? Because as I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking this will be fun, man.
Yeah, yes, sir. Oh yeah,
Okay.
it's a journey for sure.
I
It's a
love it.
journey waiting to be rolled.
Yeah,
But,
it'd be fun. Well, who's your first game this time around?
Rice.
Oh, no way, you're right. Or another Texas team, man, right?
Yeah, we got Rice. First game, Alabama second.
That's
Hey, bro, I can't
We'll
wait.
be there.
We
We'll be
locked
watching.
in. We are locked in. Like this our year. This our year, man.
I
If it's
love it.
not this year, it's coming. Trust.
Yeah. Well, one of my kids actually goes to BYU. That's where Sarkisian played. So there's a little bit of connection over there, right? So in a roundabout way, but
I can tell you are locked in, man. You are
I'm
ready to
bro.
roll.
I can't wait, bro. Cause like I ain't played ball in 2 years.
oh
I
man.
ain't balled in like 2 years, bro. I ain't played my senior year and I ain't played my freshman year here. I redshirted. So like
Got it.
It's
it's
time.
been a minute.
It's time.
It is time. Well, I'll tell you what then. Let's talk offline here about this. This could be fun, man. This could be fun. It just kind of hit on the mind. Audience is probably listening, going, "What the heck is going on here?" But this is open source brainstorming right here, man. At its best.
Well, they saw the beginning of something amazing, and whoever's here right now, man, jump on the ride because you're about to see something amazing with Jmond. I can tell.
Yeah,
It's going to be amazing.
Well,
appreciate that.
Yeah, well, Jmond, I got to thank you for the time. I know it was crazy time to get it together, but now that we're here, just amped for you and wish you luck as you kick off the season, but especially as you prep for the future too, man. This is great.
I'm really excited. Thank you for the support.
You got it, man. You got it.
Sir.
So, and we'll be chatting with you shortly, okay?
All right.